Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Bhaktya Vihina Parana Lakshay Kshiptasya Kamarita Madhya Kripamayi Tvam Saranam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam Bhajami Radham Aravindanetram Smarami Radham Madhurasmitasyam Vadami Radham Karuna Varadram Tato Mamanyasti Gatir Vinatapi Tavai Vasmi Najivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tvam Nayamam Charanam Tige Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, Himaya Sastananda Pranam Tazmata Gauri Shri Paramaraja Guru Pada Varma Vishnu Pada Swatra Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev. Second, Himaya Sastananda Pranam Tazmata Gauri Shri Rupana Gauri Guru Varga. Himaya Sastananda Pranam Tadvasa Guru Vaishnava Vaishnava. Reading from Maharaj.Vilapa-Kusumanjali, verse 20. Praksalyapalakamalam krita dantakastam snanartam anya sadane bhavatim nivishtam abhyajya gandhi tadara ihatailapurai prodvartayat ishyati kada kimukim kariyam. When will this maidservant brush your teeth with a twig, wash your lotus feet, and when you have entered another room, massage you with scented oil? Srila Gurudev's commentary. Srimati Radhika, along with her companions, have returned from Nishanta Lila. Krishna has also returned to his bed. Srimati is also resting. The rest then is very sweet. Raghunath Das Goswami is now in the mood of a sadhak. However, he feels all the moods of the siddhas, but he is trying to express it in the mood of a sadhak. He desires to serve Srimati Radhika. She is resting, but he is not sleeping. He is thinking of his sevas to be performed when she awakes. He is thus, as Rati Manjari, preparing for the coming services. Kada kim ukim kadiyam. Here the word kim means, O Radhe, I am your kinkari. I desire to serve you. When you awake, I will give you water to wash your mouth. When we wake from sleep, first we offer pranam to our respective Gurudev, and then to our Guru Parampara, from the bottom to the top to our Gurudev, Param Gurudev, Paratpar Guru, all the way to Krishna, Radhika, to Braj, and all the places of Braj. And to all the kinkaris of Radhika, and to Krishna, and to all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Navadvip Dham, as well as his associates in Jagannath Puri. We then chant verses which we have special love for. Then we go to the bathroom and so forth. Otherwise, the sadhak will end his day doing stuti, remembering his Guru Varga, offering his pranam this way to all associates of Radha and Krishna and Mahaprabhu. Then when he wakes up, also the first thing he will remember and perform stutis. Gurudev would perform stutis like Taresha Kele Prabhuda Vinoda Vinyasa Vigyam Ajabandinam Kripalu Tajya Kila Vishwamanya Shipurnamasim Siddhasanama. Every day Gurudev would pray to Purnamasi Devi, pray to Srimati Radhika. Hadevika Kubaragangalayanjavacha Yacha Nipatya Bhuvidandavalumbadhati Asya Prasadana Vadasya Janasya Kritva Gandharviganjaganega Namari. Every day he would perform all these stutis when you wake up and also before going to sleep. Even Archan Dipika is mentioned. When you wake up, then before you place your feet on the ground, you offer pranam to Prithvi Devi, Mother Earth and beg for her forgiveness for stepping on her. You offer many verses like Jayati Jananivasa Devaki Janmavaro Yeruvara Parishasva Dorvil Asanalandam Tiravijnagina Susmitashi Mukhenasma Vajapura Vanitanam Vardhayam Kamadevam. It's all mentioned there also in Arthamidika. This is the means. Then if you always remember Krishna, Radha, Krishna, Mahaprabhu, Guru Varga for sleeping, then that sleep will be very favorable. There are also subtle elements, subtle bodies, they will not be able to disturb you. And also dreams will be very favorable. Everything will be conducive for your bhajan and bhakti. But if we go to sleep with a disturbed mind, then our sleep will also be disturbed. And this way, we suffer and experience unpleasant dreams. So here, Gurudev is explaining the method how we should rest. Also, Gurudev said you should do so much work throughout the day that when your head touches the pillow, you instantly fall asleep. That's how your day should be. Then there's no time for I cannot sleep, insomnia, this, that, bad dreams. We're working in such a way that your body is so tired that you instantly fall asleep when you touch the pillows. This is all being described by our Guru Varga. Rati is waiting for Srimati Radhika. She has brought scented water and some fine soil mixed with camphor. It is very soft and fragrant. She brings soft red leaves from a mango tree and many other things are brought as well. Srimati Radhika's Sarup is Bhag Mahi. Everything about her, top to bottom, is comprised of Krishna Prem and the desire to serve Krishna. Thus she is called Bhag Mahi. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, it has been stated from the Sri Sri Prem Ambujam Maranda Stotram of Raghunath Das Goswami that Srimati Radhika's transcendental form is comprised completely of Mahabhav and is just like a wish-fulfilling spiritual jewel. Mahabhav Chintame Sarup. That is where in Railamana Samvad, when Mahaprabhu asked Ramananda Rai that explain to me Krishna Tattva, Radha Tattva, Prem Tattva, Vilas Tattva, Rasa Tattva, explain all these things to me. And then one by one, Ramananda Rai begins explaining all of these things. Srimati Radhika takes bath 3 times a day. Her body becomes so beautiful by the snan. She bathes in the morning, at noon and in the evening. Her first bath is Karunya Amrita, the shower of the nectar of compassion. Then Tarunya Amrita, the nectar ocean of fresh youth. Then thirdly Lavanya Amrita, the nectar waves of bodily luster. Raghunath Das Goswami describes this from his innermost Atma. You can only imagine it externally. There will be some wrong idea. You should try to avoid the wrong idea and take the inner meanings of these things. Know that our bhav, that when bhav comes, then there is not even a glimmer of desire for our own happiness there. There is no selfishness there. There is no calm, material lust. No worldly mood should be added in that thing. Raghunath Das Goswami is on that level, thus he is thinking of these things. So the devotee, whenever he performs service, whenever he remembers the passion of the Lord, he always has a affection. He tries to give up all selfish moods, abhimans. Tries to be completely selfish, offering everything for the happiness of the Lord. This is the meaning of being a servant. Giving up one's own happiness for the happiness of Krishna. Giving up that selfishness and always being completely selfless. Then there will be no calm, material lust, no particular bhav, no unfavorable moods in one's devotion. But if you're doing devotion with a mood, with some hidden motive, hidden desire, then all these particular bhavs may enter. Unwanted moods may enter and create a disturbance. Therefore, one should align one's desires, one's consciousness with the desire of the Lord, the desire of our Guru Varga. That is what is called surrender. Atma Nivedam, making your desire one with the Lord, one with Guru, our Guru Varga. Surrendering one's independence in this way. Striving to do everything for their happiness. Raghunath Das Goswami is on that level. Thus he is thinking of these things. As Srimati Radhika awakened and the Manjaris were bringing a golden seat, some scented water, a toothbrush and other articles to serve her, they saw one of Shamala Sakhi's, Madhurika, approaching. Madhurika arrived and said, "My Sakhi Shamala has come desiring to meet with Srimati Radhika." Hearing this, Radhika and her Sakhi became very pleased. There are 4 types of Sakhis, Swapaksha, belonging to Radhika's own party, Tatashta, neutral, Vipaksha, inimical, and Suhrid, friendly. Shyamala is Suhrid Sakhi, that is a friendly, which means that between them they can discuss intimate things. Shyamala came to take bath. What is the water here? Srimati Radhika is a pond, Sarovar, and her baths are water. Shyamala did not come to take bath in the Yamuna or any other water, but to take bath in the baths of Srimati Radhika. To hear about what took place last night with Srimati, when Srimati met with Krishna. Seeing that she had arrived, Radhika stood up and embraced her, saying, "Oh Shyamala, this is a good morning indeed." Shyamala replied, "Why?" "I was suffering in separation, but upon seeing you I feel so much better. So this is certainly an auspicious morning. I have grown a tree of Krishna Prem, and this tree is certainly very beautiful with its strong branches and green leaves. But as of yet it has not produced any fruit. Today is such a good morning because upon seeing you my tree will certainly bear fruit. I was waiting for you to come. Now I am hopeful that my tree will soon produce flowers, and from those flowers fruit will come." Shyamala said, "I think that you are not speaking truthfully. I am seeing that the tree has fully matured, and it is full of very scented flowers and sweet golden ripened fruits, which you are always relishing. As the first juice which comes from a mango is bitter and produces a sore, I am seeing that tasting the juice of these fruits has produced so many symptoms in your appearance. Mango, therefore when you take a mango, you're supposed to, from the head of the mango, where the mango hangs from there you're supposed to make a little hole, and then you're supposed to squeeze some of the juice out of the mango first. After squeezing the juice out of the mango a little bit, then you can take the mango. Otherwise, if you don't, then you eat that mango, then you get boils. And that ras is toxic, bitter. There are many things, like cucumber. Cut then the cucumber and you rub the 2 ends, then all the bitterness will come out, toxic will come out. So here Shyamala is saying, "Oh, you have been relishing these fruits, these mango fruits of your prayer for Krishna. Now I can see so many symptoms on your body. The red color of that juice has come in your eyes. Why? Perhaps because you were relishing that juice all night long, and the drops of that juice on your cloth also indicate that you have been drinking that juice in abundance. Yet you are telling me that your tree has not produced any fruit. I see the evidence that you're always picking the fruit and tasting it. Why the red eyes? If you don't sleep enough, then you get these red eyes. Otherwise you're taking this nectar, this amaras, then by the intoxication of that amaras, then the eyes will become red." Shyamala is saying, "I can see, that you have been relishing these fruits all night. Signs are there on your body. You are trying to tell me that your tree has no fruit. This is very contrary." Srimati Radhika replied, "Oh Sakhi, don't disturb me and give pain to my heart. I have not seen that fruit, nor am I familiar with its taste. But at the same time, you cannot tell a lie. At night, during the rainy season, the entire sky is covered with dark clouds. The moon cannot be seen, and it is completely dark. Then lightning flashes, and afterwards our vision is affected in such a way that it appears to be even darker than before that lightning flashed. In the same way as a thunderbolt is seen only in a fraction of a second, I have seen Krishna, and that momentary darshan of Krishna has made me even more unhappy. I'm tasting only that darkness. Saying that when you're looking at the sky and the lightning flashes, then because of the brightness of the light you become blinded a little bit. And when the lightning goes away, everything becomes more dark. And Radhika is saying, oh, I saw Krishna for a moment, but now I have been plunged into this darkness of separation from him. Shyamala said, oh, I understand. It is like when someone is so thirsty that he quickly drinks to satisfaction, not paying attention to the taste of the water, but merely drinking to quench his thirst. If anyone asks him, what did the water taste like? They will reply that they did not notice. In the same way, you must have drank that rasa without tasting it. So again, you will have to approach that Shyam Guru, and this time pay attention to the taste. There is theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge. In practice, you have taken it, but not in theory. In mood, so you must approach him again to learn. It's like practically we do devotional service, but are we applying the theory? Are we applying the moods that our Guru Vargas have given to us during our devotional service? Are we doing it mechanically, or are we doing it with some mood? So you should have now, Shyamala is saying, Radhika, you will have to again meet with Krishna. Srimati Radhika replied, I am very weak-minded and I fear that black person. I don't want to accept him as my Guru, my Shyam Guru, and study from him. But I see that you are so qualified, so mature, and unlike me, you can understand both theoretical and practical knowledge. So I think it would be better if you were to go and learn from him, and then return to teach me what you have learned. All the Sakhis and Manjaris present there are hearing all of this, tasting the same ras which Srimati tasted. Being Manjaris, they are tasting everything. They are drinking it with their ears. This is what is known as Rasayana Katha. Harikatha in the form of this nectar tonic. And this nectar tonic is drunk only through the ears. Then Shyamala embraced Srimati Radhika and said, Sakhi, I see that your tree is full of fruit. And even if now you are not seeing them, then certainly within a few days you will also see that so many beautiful and sweet fruits have come. Otherwise she's saying, oh, definitely you are going to meet with Krishna and you are going to experience this ras, this Shyam ras. Therefore, if you want to experience this Shyam ras, then Bhagavanath Swami says, Anaraja Radhapanam Gojarenum Anashitta Vrindat Vintakpanam Pam Sambhasya Tatbhava Gambira Chittam Kuto Shama Sindhu Rasasya Bhava. That if you have not taken shelter, the Lord says to Srimati Radhika, which has anointed this whole, which just anointing this Vrindavan Dham, if you have not discussed and contemplated on this love and qualities of Srimati Radhika, then you can never dive deep into this ocean of Shyam ras. Because Radhika ultimately, she is one who is truly relishing, truly experiencing Krishna's love. For she understands what it is to serve Krishna, what is the happiness that is there in that love. Even Krishna himself is unable to understand. That's why he comes as Satchidananda Gaurahari, to understand these things. Then the Manjaris were ready to bathe Srimati Radhika. They had brought water from Radhakund, Manasi Ganga and the Yamuna, and scented it. They had mixed soil and camphor and brought everything needed for her bath. The water that is from the Yamuna, Ganga, Manasi Ganga, Radhakund is completely crystal clear, pure, pristine, and naturally fragrant. What do you see now with your material eye is just a covering of Maya. What do you only see and experience what? Oh, sewage that is being pumped into Radha Kund, all the contamination in Manasiganga caused by all the pilgrims, all the dirt that is there in Radha Kund. This is where you only see these things. And we cannot think, oh, how can I take bath in this water? How can I perform achman? Why do I get sick? This, that. So many doubts and so many things are there going through our mind. But reality is Radha Kund, this Manasiganga, Yamuna, the water is completely crystal clear, pure. Even today, if you go Ganga, you can see the purity of the water, how it is clean. You can directly drink the Ganga water. Go for Navajit Dham, for instance. But in the spiritual world, it's even more. But we experience it only a covering of Maya. Bhakti Thakur writes this article how the British, they came and they tested the Ganga. They found that there's no bacteria reside in the Ganga whatsoever. And you can see some people, whenever there's Kumbh Mela, for generations and generations, they go up to Kumbh Mela and they take this water. They understand how at time during the Kumbh Mela, nectar it descends to the Ganga. So they take this water and they store it in jars. Generations after generations. They have so many jars in the house with this water. And the water is completely pure. There's no. Normally when you store water in a bottle or jar, it starts to go rotten. The bacteria forms and it changes color and smell, everything. But those waters that have been stored in these jars, houses, it's unchanged even after so many decades. Why? Because Ganga is always pure. It's Brahma Javatta, liquefied Brahman himself. One time, and it even said that one time one descendant in their family that had been collecting this water, they collected the water, but after some days the water turned black. And they asked Maharaj.Vilapa-Kusumanjali, why is this? Generations of our parents have been collecting this water, it has always remained pure, but now when I collected the water, it turned black. Then he said, you have collected the water from an impure place. Ganga is there flowing, but you took from any place where, maybe there was dead bodies, there was some foam, there was some impurities, and you collected. And Ganga Devi, for some, this is her pastime, she has manifested these impurities on her surface. And seeing those impurities, you have collected those. But in reality, you have not collected the Ganga. That's why it is turned like that. So, that is also one consideration, but due to nature of Kali Yuga, that the jivas, sometimes they're polluting these rivers. They're trying to make some disturbance. But in reality, in Ganga is what? Brahma Javatam. It is free from all contamination. So is the Yamuna, so all these places. They are transcendental. And Bhakti Thakur says, the one who does bhajan, one who has greed, then these rivers may manifest their true sarup to the sadhak. You may have real darshan. Bhakti Thakur said in Navajit Dham there are 16 rivers flowing there, 16 different rivers. Sometimes they are manifesting, sometimes they are hiding their sarup. Fortunate sadhak, he will be able to have darshan of these rivers. So the Manjaris, they have mixed soil and camphor and brought everything needed for Radhika's bath. They sat her on the sitting place. After removing her heavy dress and replacing it with a very light one, they brushed her teeth, massaged her head and entire body with fragrant oil. Not every Saki can perform this service. For instance, Lalita or Vishaka cannot do it. Srimati's body was massaged with oil in such a way that Radhika thought that Krishna himself was doing it. They knew how Krishna massages Radhika because they have learned it directly from Krishna. And all the while they were talking only about Krishna. At that time, Dhanishta sent a Saki to Srimati Radhika to inform her of Krishna's position. After returning from Nishanta Leela, Krishna was sleeping. When the sun was ready to rise, Yashoda Devi with Purnima went to Krishna to wake him up. "Oh Lala, wake up." Saying this, she took Krishna's head with her left hand and kissed him. "Oh Lala, the cows and your friends are waiting for you, but you are still sleeping." Then she noticed some marks on Krishna's mouth and thought, "These naughty boys are so restless that they scratch him while wrestling. Or perhaps the cows are moving toward the kunjas, and Krishna runs after them, and their thorns scratch his body." In reality, but these marks are signs of Krishna's meeting with Radhika from the previous night. So Mother Yashoda is thinking, "Oh, these boys, these suckers, they are very naughty. They have scratched my Lala during their play program. All these marks and bruises and scratches, all these things have come." At that moment, Madhumanga arrived, calling out, "Oh Saka, oh Kanaya." Seeing Mother Yashoda pondering the scratches on Krishna's mouth, Madhumanga said, "I know where these marks have come from. He is playing with Sakis." In Sanskrit, the word Saki is both masculine and feminine. It can be used for Sakas and for Sakis. In Bengali language, there is no gender. Everything is masculine gender. That's why even the women, they use the type of das after their name. They use Radhika Das, Ganga Das. That Das also means Dasi. But in Sanskrit, there is specific genders. In Hindi, there is also specific genders. In English, you will not find so much. Very little, very less. Mostly there is no gender. Only there is a few words that have some kind of gender. Specifically, when you say him and her, his or hers, she, like this. But all the words they're used for both genders. But in Hindi specifically, you will find in Sanskrit that the word will change according to the gender. In Sanskrit, any word that is ending with I, you can understand that it is feminine. Like almost most of the time, 99%, it will be feminine. But you have to learn which words are feminine, which ones are masculine. So Saki, generally this will be referring to feminine, but it can mean also masculine. So in Sanskrit, the word Saki is both masculine and feminine. These are like the exception words. So there are words that also break the exception. This is an exception. Even though it's ending in I, it also has masculine meaning to it. Yashoda thought that Madhumanga was referring to Krishna's cowherd boyfriends. But Krishna thought the opposite, and behind Yashoda's back, Krishna placed his finger to his lips, signaling to Madhumanga not to tell her. Krishna is telling Madhumanga to hush hush, don't say anything. But Madhumanga singled back, indicating, I will disclose everything. Then Madhumanga is teasing Krishna. He's saying the things out loud and making Krishna very nervous and very desperate. Oh, I know where these marks come. He is playing with the Sakis. Madhumanga is saying, the gopis. But Mother Yashoda is hitting Sakis, hitting all Sakas. Madhumanga is playing with Krishna. Krishna was thinking, if Madhumanga were to disclose the truth, it would be very shameful. So Krishna singled back, if you don't disclose the truth, I will give you laddus. But if you do, I will certainly beat you. And that's Krishna saying, that's what Madhumanga wants. He wants to extract something from Krishna. Therefore, he starts speaking like that. And Krishna is saying, no, don't say anything. I'll give you laddu. Otherwise, beating. Then Madhumanga, he understands, okay, now Krishna has consented. Now he's going to give me some laddu. Then he calms, then he backs off. Madhumanga laughed and kept the truth concealed. After that, Krishna took water from his friends, and Yashoda Maya and Rohini Devi washed his mouth, drank something, took makkan and mishri, and then went to the cow barn. The Sakhis heard this and bathed in Krishna Katha as they served Srimati Radhika. The sadhaks also prayed, oh, when will that day come when we will serve Srimati Radhika in this way? This is the prayer of Tulasi Manjari. This is called Bhav Mui Seva. We should not enter into this in an unqualified stage. We can hear and we can pray to our Gurudev, Vaishnava and his associates. There are two kinds of sadhaks. Those who want to serve Krishna and those who want to serve Srimati Radhika. We should take the association of the sadhaks wanting to serve Radhika, not those wanting to serve Krishna, whether it is Svajatiya or not. We should be in the shelter of Svajatiya Snigdha Vaishnavas with the desire to serve Srimati Radhika. In other words, Guru is saying this Bhavamaya Seva, you cannot imitate this Bhavamaya Seva. You cannot pretend that you have this Bhav and you also serve Radhika with these moods. We can hear about these topics and we can pray to our Gurudev to enter into these topics. Hearing this Harikatha, we can remember also and pray that these moods will enter into our heart. This is the method. Hearing and chanting and then remembering, Smaran. These all come in a natural sequence. Kirtana prabhave smarana hoive sekhale bhajana nirjana sambhav. Naturally by performing kirtan of these topics, then smaran automatically will take place. That means if you do kirtan, then a deep desire from smaran will come there. And when this desire enters in your heart, then the sadhak will naturally, he will begin to remember these pastimes. And he will pray for entrance. And then also, as the Vaishnava explained, there are two kinds of upasana, mantramoya upasana and swarasik upasana. Even on the basic level of archan, one has to perform Manishi Seva. Every morning we offer all upachars to Guru, all upachars to Radha Krishna Mahaprabhu. And that time archan, we said you have to mentally perform Manasi Seva, offering all these articles to the Lord, serving. This is in the beginning stage, this is called mantramoya upasana practice. You're conditioning the mind, engaging in this Manasi Seva. Then gradually as you become elevated, this Manasi Seva will turn into Swarasiki upasana. Unbroken, constant meditation. Prabhupada describes 5 stages of Smaran. Smaran, Dharan, Dhyan, Dhruvanusmriti and Samadhi. The beginning stage, Samadhi means a small investigation into the subject matter. It means it's like dipping your foot in the water and taking it out. You put your mind enters into the subject for a moment and then it comes out. Then Dharan means a general inspection. Okay, now more thorough, longer meditation. Trying to meditate and understand these topics more deeply. Then Dhyan. Dhyan is now deep meditation, which takes place for some time. Then Dhruvanusmriti, now it is a very deep meditation and is also unbroken and is continuous for a very long time. Then ultimately Samadhi, fully entering, really becoming absorbed. And without the mercy of the Lord, one cannot even come out of that Samadhi. It's described in Vedanta Sutra, even when the jiva enters into deep sleep, without the Paramatma giving inspiration for the jiva to wake up, the jiva will not wake up from that deep sleep. He remains in coma, he remains in that deep sleep. So every day when you wake up, is why it's only by the mercy of Paramatma you wake up. It's the nature. Susupti avastha. He goes so deep that the jiva he actually loses all awareness of his body, everything. And the Paramatma will then send the jiva back. Wake up, wake up. Come out of this condition. So this Smaran has been described as in 5 stages. So Smaran all the way up to Samadhi. In the beginning stage, we begin with Mantramoya Upasana. We take one mantra, one shloka, describing one pastime. We meditate on that. And you can perform, not only meditate, but perform Manasi Seva. Then, remembering is one thing, but if you perform Manasi Seva, then also, this is like a very It's showing a deep longing or showing your deep desire for this service, for this meditation. Otherwise, why doing the Manisi Seva? Mental service, you're offering your moods, your love. But if you're remembering, it is more like in Shantaras. There is no mamata there is no desire to serve, you just remember it. Remembering, and it's like purifying the heart. When Manasi Seva, there comes this desire to serve. Desire will increase your desire more and more. Then once you begin performing your seva, then you cannot live without it. Then you always longing, always desiring. That's why our Guru Varga have so much taste in the Harina. Why? Because when they are chanting, they're not just pulling rope, chanting some mantra. Rather, they are serving. They are entering into this path of Radha Krishna. They are expressing their desire to serve. They are performing service internally. So, it is like that thing which is very dear to you, your mind will always run there. People, they go to their job, they work, and they run back to their house to be with their family. So where your mind is appointed, then your mind will run there. You work very hard, and I'll go back to my room and I'll sleep. I'll go do this, I'll do that. So, but the Guru Varga, their mind is always engaged in this internal service. And for any free time, they're engaging their time in this service. Therefore, they don't like to waste any time. Because any time wasted is taken away from those things which is very dear to them. That is the service of Radha and Krishna. So here, one should be in the shelter of Swajataya Snigdha Vaishnava with a desire to serve Radhika. This is also for Yat Prestad Api Alama Sulavam Kim Punar Bhakti Bhajam. Here Prestad means dear, like Nara, Sanatan and others. Wherein Upadeshamrita, 10th verse is described. Katmibhya Parita Hara Priyataya Vyaktam Yayo Jnanitas. There he is described that higher than the karmis, the jnanis, higher than the jnanis are those bhaktas who have nishtha in bhakti, and higher than those who have nishtha in devotion are those premi bhaktas. Inside this gradually, Rupa Goswami described the gradation. They are realized souls, premi bhaktas, eternal associates of Bhagavan, but they don't have the service of Srimati Radhika. They are not her kinkaris. They have no Braj Prem. Mostly they are all Dasya Bhav, Narada and Uddhav are thirsty for this. But they have not got it yet. So who are these Premi Bhaktas? Narada Rishi, Uddhavji, etc. So if we have the association of a person who has agreed like this to serve Radhika and her associates, and especially the Tat Tat Bhav Ichamagi Gopis, then we can advance in Raganuga Sana Bhakti. So we should desire to be in the association of such Premi Bhaktis, such Bhaktis who have this deep love, this deep desire, who are always one-pointed, always engaged in pure devotional service. And by their association, naturally this will come into us. Then we can advance in Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. Raganuga Bhakti really takes place in the state of Asakti. But before that, we perform all our devotions in a fixed, disciplined way, Vaidhi Bhakti. All the while praying and trying to develop this rag. And slowly, one will then shift from the path of Vaidhi to the path of Raganuga. Not that the Vaidhi would lead to Raganuga, but gradually, as one greed and desire increases, then automatically one will jump. It's like two parallel train tracks. Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga, they're going side by side. And then when the time is right, one will switch to the other track automatically. It's not that Vaidhi Bhakti is a road and the end destination is Raganuga. Vaidhi will never lead to Raganuga. Only by the greed and association with Raganuga Sarat can you make the jump or the switch to Raganuga Bhakti. In other words, your desire becomes so strong that you naturally begin serving in this mood of rag. You cannot live without it. They cannot stay away from that. And therefore they serve with this deep deep attachment. Yesterday was also Madhvacharya's disappearance day, and today is also the disappearance day of Ramanuja Acharya. Many, many glories and specialities of Madhvacharya. One thing we should remember, one of his main pastimes is that how Madhvacharya went to the Himalayas. Directly he met with Vyasadeva himself. So much, thousands of years difference between Vyasadeva and Madhvacharya, right? So much time has passed. But Madhvacharya directly he met with Vyasadeva and took Diksha from him. Directly met with him. He's showing how the Bhagavad Parampara, when Diksha took Shiksha from him, so how the Bhagavad Parampara is there, is coming down. This connection from Vyasadeva all the way to Madhvacharya. Our Guru Varga, they are eternally present. And if you have a deep desire to meet with them, then they will also instruct you. They will also directly manifest to you. Madhvacharya taught this. He showed this in his own life, his own pastime. And I will hear more in the evening, today we will stop from here. Gaur Premanande Hare Hare Haribo Jai Shri Guru Pada Padma Ki Jai Guru Parampara Ki Jai Satchinandam Gaur Hare Ki Jai Saparshada Gaur Hare Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Nandavadi Vaishnavin Ki Jai Jai Gaur Premanande Hare Hare Haribo.
What you? Very nice.